Thank God for the New York University Stern Center for Business and Human Rights. They have a study that now tells us, so we can put this to rest, we can put our minds at ease, the issue of conservative censorship online. That doesn't exist. So don't believe your lying eyes when you see that we're not allowed to discuss facts that support a conservative agenda. We're not allowed to speak conservative ideas. Don't believe that there are a litany of censorship-related offenses that Facebook is now being sued for. In addition to so many other things, do not believe any of it. Why? Because the New York University Stern Center for Business and Human Rights, of course, they've done a study. And their study says any conservatives who claim that they are being censored online is actually disinformation. So, by the rules that we reported on just yesterday, if you are saying as a conservative online that you are being censored in any way, shape, or form, you are now guilty of misinformation and will be censored from social media. You'll be removed from the internet entirely if you claim that you are at risk for being removed from the internet. I am at risk for telling you this if I say I am. So I am not being censored because conservative claims are not being censored online. Here I am using this as a badge of protection. This is a conservative message and it is not being censored, right? Because if it were, that would be disinformation, barring me from using the social media platforms entirely. What? Is this a negative feedback loop? No, it's a positive feedback loop. They're saying, let's say, you tell me, I don't remember, which one is it? Is it positive or negative? I can't decide. Let's go on the fly and say it's positive. I think it's positive, yes. Because one feeds the other, right? If I say as a conservative voice, hey, I think I'm being censored, then see whether or not that is the case. They will say, that is misinformation. Mr. America Floats, you must go. That is a suspension. If it happens again, we found you claimed this also 6 months ago, you're gone for good. That's where we're headed. They say claims that conservative voices are being censored online by social media platforms are not backed by evidence and are themselves a disinformation narrative, according to this report. So again, thank you to the New York University Stern Center for Business and Human Rights, because their report concludes that anti-conservative bias claims, boosted by some at the top Republican lawmakers, including former President Trump, are not based on any tangible evidence. Not based on any. So saying that you're being censored, with all the evidence we have, is still misinformation. But this news article and that study, those aren't misinformation? You guys got some explaining to do. They say, quote, the claim of anti-conservative animus is itself a form of disinformation, a falsehood, with no reliable evidence to support it. No trustworthy large-scale studies have determined that conservative content is being removed for ideological reasons or that searches are being manipulated to favor liberal interests, the report says. Interesting. Okay, wait. The report says no large-scale study. We don't need a large-scale study. I need one anecdote. I need one example of a conservative being censored, and we have conservatives being censored. Period. That is objective reality. They don't like that. The other one they say is, there's also no report that searches are manipulated to favor liberal interests. Okay, that's easy enough to skirt. If you ask, does the algorithm boost liberal talking points? They may say no. They could be being honest. They may just say, we just negatively boost, we deboost, which is a real thing that Twitter does. They deboost the conservative one. So we're not favoring liberals, we're just defavoring conservatives. We don't have a large-scale study that determines that content from conservatives is being removed. We just have individual, pocketed, stochastic examples. Yeah, we have tons of examples of this. So you can't say through anything other than a duper's delight shit-eating grin that this is a form of disinformation, that conservatives aren't being censored. That's a joke. It's a farce. Let's keep reading. Republicans have ramped up the accusations that social media companies have an anti-conservative bias after Facebook and Twitter took action to ban Trump's account. You mean a huge example of banning conservative speech? Yes. What about blocking the New York Post story for Hunter Biden and the laptop? Yikes. There are tons of examples of this. There's literally only examples of this. Anytime social media itself is in the news, it is for banning someone or canceling someone or a scandal to do with them blocking content. How did it get this bad? Okay, so clearly there are many, many examples of this happening. But you can't say that. In fact, if you say that there are examples of conservatives being censored, you will, being guilty of spreading misinformation, be censored. Someone is going to have to get in touch and explain this to me. Would a moderator please help? Because I'm at a loss here. I'm at a stuck position. I've got the ball, and I've already dribbled. And so now I just feel like I got to just rock it off of his ankle or something. Because otherwise, I got to shoot. And I'm like behind the court at this point. I need some help. Let me know in the comments what you think this is supposed to mean. Can I say that I believe I'm being deranked and deboosted here on the platform of YouTube, and I don't think BitChute is doing this. I don't think Rumble would do this. I don't think Odyssey is doing this. I think those are just growing platforms. I don't anticipate a ton of action, though I'm hoping and expecting that they will grow, as they have been. You know, we're actually over the 400 subscribers mark on BitChute. That's freaking awesome. So, that being said, I think YouTube is being a little screwy. Or do I think that? Again, I need some help here. I don't know what I'm allowed to even say because I may risk being censored. Wait, no, if I say I'm being censored. Do you guys get the point yet here with this video? Let me know what you think in the comments. Share this video, like this video, and help me boost the signal. If you want to stay in touch and, gosh, I mean, help us out here, be nice. Subscribe on BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey, YouTube, Gab, Parler if it ever comes back, RIP, and what else did I say? Public. Do all of those things. Find it in the description. All the links are there. And do everything else that you can do to keep America afloat.